Question number 86. Neurotmesis is first, second, third or fourth degree injury. So to know the answer, we have to go to the peripheral nerve injury part, right? And I know most of you know the answer, but let's do a quick recap. So when you're talking about classification of nerve injury, there are two types of classification. First is the seddon classification, which is the old concept of classification of nerve injury. Now under this, there are three types of nerve injury. First is the neuropraxia, which is a transient block and there is temporary cessation of function and there is quick and complete recovery. The second type of injury is the axonotmesis, and as the name suggests, the axis cylinders are disrupted in this case. Wallerian degeneration will happen and the functional recovery is better. The third type of nerve injury is the neurotmesis, where there is complete section of the nerve tongue and there is poor prognosis in this type of injury. Now, when we see the new concept, it is the Sunderland concept, and there is this first, second, third, fourth and fifth degree of injuries, right? So when we are combining both Sunderland and seddon concept, we find that in case of grade 1 of Sunderland is equals to neuropraxia of seddons. Now, as I told you earlier, it is basically conduction block and there is no structural damage. In case of grade 2 of Sunderland, it is axonotmesis of seddon, and that means there is axonal injury, right? As you can see it from the picture. Then grade 3 of Sunderland is neurotmesis of seddon. Now remember, from grade 3, neurotmesis starts and the extent of injury increases. So for grade 3, grade 4 and grade 5, all are neurotmesis. But if question comes as like which grade is neurotmesis, so as grade 3 is the starting of neurotmesis, so generally we answer that grade 3 is neurotmesis. So in grade 3 of Sunderland, it is neurotmesis, but only the endoneurium is injured along with the axonal injury. Now in grade 4 of Sunderland, which is neurotmesis again for seddon, but here there is axonal injury, endoneurium injury, plus the perineurium is also affected here. And in case of grade 5 of Sunderland, it is also again neurotmesis of seddon, but along with the grade 4 injury, there is also epineurium injury. And the prognosis in grade 5 is the worst, right? So to answer the question, neurotmesis is option C, third degree injury.